Good morning, students. In the previous classes we have discussed about parenchyma tissue. Let's move on to next type of simple permanent tissue, that is collenchyma. So this collenchyma, it is mainly it is a simple permanent mechanical tissue. So this collenchyma is a simple permanent mechanical tissue. Simple permanent mechanical tissue. See, here we are using the word mechanical tissue. That means it provides strength to the plant body. Say it is usually located in the midrib of a leaf. You see, this is the leaf. Okay. So you see that there is a thick line in the center of the leaf. This is called midrib of the leaf. In the midrib of the leaf you can find collenchyma, and the petiole, this is the stalk of the leaf, it is called petiole. In this you will find the collenchyma tissue. So that you see that it will be helping easy bending or the flexibility of the plant body. So if you try to bend the leaf, it will be bent, it will not break, right? Similarly the stalk of the leaf, that is, so if it also you can bend easily without breaking. That's why in this way they provide strength so that the leaves are in erect position. That's why they are providing mechanical strength to the plant body. So this is about a collenchyma. Let's see the structure of collenchyma. They are similar to that of parenchyma. Okay, so now look at here, this is the collenchyma, just similar to like that of parenchyma. So let's see that what is the difference between parenchyma. So here also you will find nucleus, cytoplasm, cytoplasmic connections, everything is there. Here the difference is that in parenchyma you will find intercellular spaces, but there is no intercellular space in case of collenchyma. So the structure of this collenchyma is cells are arranged, cells are closely arranged without intercellular spaces, cellular space. Then I'm telling that there is no space there, sir. You have written space is there, then what is the difference? So we are creating confusion. So don't get confusion, the spaces are there, okay. it is filled with a different substance. So let's go for next point, then it will become clear. So cells are thin walled. Here cells are thin walled, made up of cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. Hemicellulose and pectin. You see that this is the thin wall, they are deposited on cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. So these substances, they are deposited on the inner surface. So this is outer surface, this is the inner surface of the cholankyma cells. So that, see here, this is the deposition of these substances. Usually the pectin is deposited so that there will be no intercellular spaces. So look at here, the inner surface is deposited with some pectin. Okay, so this is, see, there will be no spaces you can find in the cholankyma. This is about structure of cholankyma. And coming to function, the main function of cholankyma is to provide mechanical support, and those cholankyma, they contain chloroplast. They help in synthesis of food, that is undergoes photosynthesis. This is about a cholankyma. Then third type is sclerenchyma. So next type of simple permanent tissue is sclerenchyma. So sclerenchyma is a simple permanent dead mechanical tissue. Permanent dead mechanical tissue. This is a simple permanent dead mechanical tissue. So why it is called dead mechanical tissue means, here the protoplasm of the cell, there is no cytoplasm or the protoplasm in the cell. As the cell which does not contain any protoplasm, they are considered to be dead. So here, as these sclerenchyma, they do not contain any protoplasm, hence they are dead cells. Okay, so here as they are dead and they are providing strength to the plant, hence they are called dead mechanical tissues. So these sclerenchyma, why they are dead? This is because there is a thick deposition of lignin. There will be a thick deposition of lignin on the surface of the sclerenchyma, so that there is no connection between the cells, hence they become dead. Okay, so this is about the sclerenchyma. So sclerenchyma, it is available in the form of two different forms. So these includes, there are two forms of sclerenchyma. One is sclerenchyma fiber, sclerenchyma fibers, and second type is scleroids. Another type is scleroids. These are the two different forms of sclerenchyma tissue. So if you look at that sclerenchyma fiber, so let's see that the structure. See, look at how to draw this. Okay, this is sclerenchyma fiber. Here, the deposition of lignin on the wall of the sclerenchyma, it is not even, it is uneven. Say for example, while painting, sometimes you see that the deposition of the paint, it may be even, means sometimes it may be a thick in particular area and sometimes it may be thin. Okay, just thing like so, like that the deposition of a lignin on the wall, it forms a small uneven thickening, and those form small holes or the spaces. These are called as pits. These are the pits, so through which they can make connection with other neighboring cells. These are called the pits. Okay. Then second type is scleroid cells. So scleroid cells, these are irregular shaped cells. These are irregular shaped cells and they are very strong in nature. So that's why these scleroids are also called as stone cells. They are called as stone cells. Then where these fibers and scleroids are located? You see that the fibers, the jute fiber or coconut fiber, ಈಗ ತೆಂಗಿನಕಾಯಿ ಸುಳಿದ್ರೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫೈಬರ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೌದಾ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ಲೆರೆನ್ಕೈಮಾ ಫೈಬರ್. ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ನಾರು ಬರುತ್ತೋ ತೆಂಗಿನ ನಾರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ವಿಲ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ದಟ್, ತೆಂಗಿನಕಾಯಿ ಸುಲಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ಲೆರೆನ್ಕೈಮಾ ಫೈಬರ್. ದೆನ್ ಸ್ಕ್ಲೆರಾಯ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕಾಯಿ ಚಿಪ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಚಿಪ್ ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಹೌದಾ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ಲೆರಾಯ್ಡ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ನೇಚರ್. One more example, almond, badami ಹೊರಗಡೆ the outer covering seeding, it is very hard in nature, so that is made up of scleroids. The seed coat again they are made up of scleroids. ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, they are all nothing but made up of scleroids. Okay, so this is about the sclerenchyma tissue, and the main role of sclerenchyma tissue is to provide mechanical strength to the plant body. This is about a simple permanent tissues. Next, coming to next one, complex permanent tissues. Next, second type is complex permanent tissue. So this consisting of xylem and phloem. Okay, this contains xylem and phloem. This consists of xylem and phloem. Why it is called complex permanent tissue? Why? Because so these permanent tissues, they are made up of different types of cells. So, but all they work together same function. Hence, it is called as complex permanent tissue. So, in that, let's see first one, xylem. Xylem, it is also called as wood. It's another name of the xylem. It is called as wood. So, xylem, they mainly helps in transportation of water and minerals. So, they helps in helps in transportation of water and minerals. Okay, in the plant body. So this xylem, as I said, is a complex permanent tissue. They are made up of different types of cells. So let's see what are the components. The components of xylem. This includes tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, and fourth one, xylem fibers. Tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and fibers. So it consists of 4 components. Among 4 components, so this is the only one living component, and here these are dead. These are dead components. Dead means they are nothing but they consist of sclerenchyma. Okay. So here tracheids, vessels, xylem fibers. So they mainly provide mechanical strength, and among them, so the vessels, they mainly helps in transportation. They mainly helps in transportation of water and minerals. And xylem parenchyma, so it stores the food. It stores the food. Hence, it is called as xylem parenchyma. In the previous class, we just said that those parenchyma associated with xylem, they are called xylem parenchyma. So here, this xylem parenchyma, they mainly helps in storage of food substances. So this is about one of the complex form tissue, that is xylem. So next one is phloem. So phloem, it is also called bast. It is also called as bast. This phloem, they mainly helps in transportation of food substances. Helps in transportation of food substances. Okay, so then where water is conducted from root to different part of the body, and phloem, here the food is synthesized in the leaves. From the leaves it will distribute to the different part of the body. So we require channel, that is water conducted by xylem, and food is conducted by the phloem. Again, just like that of xylem, it is also consisting of different components. So let's see what are the different components of phloem. So this includes sieve tube, companion cell, phloem parenchyma, and phloem fiber. So this is about the components of phloem. So let's see the structure of this one. Okay, see that we have written this is sieve tube, and beside is companion cell. Okay, sieve tube, companion cell, phloem parenchyma, phloem fiber. Among them, these three are living component, and fiber is dead component. Okay, so here sieve tube, these are the only living plant cell. They do not have any nucleus, so they are enucleated, means they do not contain any nucleus at all. So here the food will passes through a small plate. It is called as sieve plate. This is called as sieve plate. So this is one sieve tube. So over that another sieve tube will be located, and these in between the sieve tube there will be a plate. Okay, this is called as sieve plate. Through that food substances will pass through. Then in order for performance of this function is carried out by neighboring cell. This is called as companion cell. Companion cell, this is associated with the sieve tube, and it has a large nucleus and central nucleus and cytoplasm. They assist the sieve tube. They have a interconnection, that is cytoplasmic connection, that is cytoplasma desmata is there. Through that the function of the sieve tube, it is controlled by companion cells. Then coming to next one, phloem parenchyma. So here again it helps in storage of the food, and phloem fiber, they provide mechanical strength to the plant body. So here, as xylem and phloem, they are mainly involved in transportation of water, minerals and the food substances. Hence xylem and phloem, they are also called as vascular tissue. Remember this one? They are also called as vascular tissue. Why they are called vascular tissue? Once again, so xylem and phloem, they are mainly involved in transportation of water, minerals and food substances in the plant body. Hence they are called as vascular tissue. So this is about that complex permanent tissue. So in the beginning what I had discussed in the first two classes. So we discuss about tissues. Tissues broadly classified into two types. Okay, mesosomatic and permanent tissue. In mesosomatic tissue, again we have further classified into apical meristem, intraocular meristem, lateral meristem. Then coming to mesosomatic tissue, again two types of classification. Simple permanent tissue, complex permanent tissue. In simple permanent tissue, again we have three classification: parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. In complex we have two types, xylem and phloem. So this is about the plant tissue. So in the next class we will discuss about animal tissues. Thank you.